There was a king among those before you, and he had a magician. When the magician grew old, he said to the king, I have become old, so send me a young boy, so that I may teach him magic. So the king sent him a young boy. On the boy's way to the magician, there was a monk, a worshipper. The boy sat with him and listened to his words, and he liked what he heard. From then on, whenever the boy went to the magician, he would stop by the monk and sit with him for a while. When he arrived late to the magician would beat him for being late. When the boy complained to the monk about this, the monk advised him, if you fear the magician, say, my family delayed me, and if you fear your family, say, the magician delayed me. This continued for some time. One day, the boy came across a huge beast, blocking the people's path. He said to himself, today I will know whether the magician is better or the monk. So he picked up a stone and said, O Allah, if the monk's way is more beloved to you than the magician's way, then kill this beast so that the people may pass. He threw the stone and killed the beast, and the people were able to continue on their way. The boy then went to the monk and told him what had happened. The monk said, my son, today you are better than me. You have reached a level that I have not. You will surely be tested. If you are tested, do not tell anyone where I am. From then on, the boy began to cure people who were born blind, those with leprosy, and he cured many other illnesses. A blind relative of the king heard about him, so he came to the boy with many gifts and said, if you cure me, all of this will be yours. The boy replied, I do not cure anyone. It is Allah who cures. If you believe in Allah, I will supplicate to him, and he will cure you. The man believed in Allah, and Allah cured him. He then returned to the king and resumed his place in the king's gathering. The king asked him, who restored your sight? He replied, my lord. The king said, do you have a lord other than me? The man replied, my lord and your lord is Allah. The king then ordered that the man be arrested and tortured until he revealed the location of the boy. Eventually, he told them where the boy was. The boy was brought before the king, who said, my son, your magic has reached such a level that you cure the blind and the lepers, and you do such and such things. The boy replied, I cure no one. It is Allah who cures. The king then ordered that the boy be tortured until he revealed the location of the monk. The monk was brought and told to abandon his religion, but he refused. The king ordered that a saw be brought and placed on the monk's head, and he was cut into two, and the two halves fell apart. Then the king's former companion was brought and told to abandon his religion. He refused, so the king ordered that a saw be placed on his head, and he too was cut into two. Then the boy was brought and told to abandon his religion, but he refused. The king handed him over to a group of his men and said, take him to the top of such and such a mountain. If he abandons his religion, spare him. Otherwise, throw him from the mountain. They took him up the mountain, and the boy said, O Allah, save me from them however you will. The mountain shook, and they all fell down, while the boy came walking back to the king. The king asked, what happened to your companions? The boy replied, Allah saved me from them. The king then handed him over to another group and said, take him out to sea in a boat. If he abandons his religion, spare him. Otherwise, throw him into the sea. They took him out to sea, and the boy said, O Allah, save me from them however you will. The boat capsized, and they all drowned, while the boy returned walking to the king. The king asked, "What happened to your companions?" The boy replied, "Allah saved me from them." Then the boy said to the king, "You will not be able to kill me unless you do what I tell you." The king asked, "What is that?" The boy said, "Gather the people in an open place, tie me to the trunk of a palm tree, then take an arrow from my quiver, place it in the middle of the bow, and say, 'In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy,' and then shoot me. If you do that, you will kill me." So the king gathered the people, tied the boy to a palm tree, took an arrow from the boy's quiver, placed it in the bow, and said, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy," and shot the arrow. The arrow struck the boy in his temple. The boy placed his hand on his temple and died. At that moment, the people said, "We believe in the Lord of the boy. We believe in the Lord of the boy." The king was informed, "The very thing you feared has happened. The people have believed." The king then ordered trenches to be dug at the entrances of the roads, and fires were lit in them. He said, "Whoever does not turn back from this religion, throw him into the fire." They did so, until a woman was brought carrying her child. She hesitated to step into the fire, but her child said to her, "O mother, be patient, for you are upon the truth." Sahih Muslim, Kitab az-Zuhd.